lengthening. This is like the first stage of squats. So if you can't get the mobility in your hip and lengthen your glutes, you can't work a squat correctly. And we need to be able to do good squats safely for everyday life, for picking up your children, for brushing your teeth. We need to be able to lengthen our glutes. And this is a fantastic exercise to get that working. So I want you to grab a band if you have one. If you don't, you can still do this exercise, don't worry. But if you do have a band, grab one because it puts a little bit extra into it. I want you to slip it up, and it's to go above your knees, okay? So not on your knees, not below your knees, above your knees, because we're working our glutes. So above our knees is what we need. And then we're going to come across and we're going to go onto all fours. And I want you to widen your knees. They should be just wider than hip width apart, and curl your toes under. Now, right to begin with, I want you to really think about that long neck. So somebody's pulling you back this way, a nice neutral spine, and engaged with your core, so it should be nice and firm. Now, with a neutral spine, you have a slight curve here. So just make sure that you're not already rounding and tucking because you're squeezing your glutes. So make sure that they're nice and relaxed, and make sure you're not arching, so you're not sticking your butt and your neck up. So nice long neck, neutral back. And what we're going to do is we are simply going to rock back, okay? And rock back like this, keeping our neck long. And we're going to go as far back as we can, keeping a neutral spine and our ribs down, okay? And this should feel like it's lengthening your glutes. So we're going to just rock back, that's it, and forward. What I don't want to see, so this is kind of a typical squat pattern that a lot of people do. They come in and they clench their glutes. Now, did you see how my back rounded? As soon as I clenched my glutes, my back rounded, everything was compressed, and I'm in a very dangerous squat position for back pain, for diastasis, for your pelvic floor. So we want to really make sure that we're in a nice alignment, nice and long, and pull back, lengthening our glutes, and only go as far back as you can. And it depends on how eccentric length that you can get in your glutes as to how far back you can go. You may only be able to go to here and then you realize that this happens. That's fine. Just work to there, rocking back, lengthening your glutes, and you'll work further and further back as you get better at this. All right. The other thing that people can do is they can do that. So they can stick their bum out, and you've probably all seen somebody who sticks their butt out when they do a squat. So a lot of people might do this. Their ribs will flare, their back will arch, and they will come down into the squat position. So we don't want to do that. We don't want any rib flaring or back arching. So nice neutral position, long neck, and lengthen your glutes out. And up. And lengthen your glutes, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Don't let them squeeze. Just go as far as you can, lengthening, feeling them go down and relax, and then up, okay? So this, I want you to keep practicing until you can do it really well, because if you can't do a rock back, then we can't do a safe squat, okay? So this is our number one exercise to start lengthening our glutes, especially if you're a glute clencher during the day. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.